What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha, and we're going back to their 2002 album Lifelines, and we're up to a tune called Dragonfly. I certainly know the insect species. They're not particularly abundant where I live in Southern California, but you do occasionally see them. I'm not quite sure what it would mean as a metaphor or something representative of human interactions or activities, but I imagine it will serve in that capacity, or at least as some sort of like conceptual motif. But again, straight out of the gate and without any additional phrases in the title to sort of give me an indication, I'm not quite sure how it will relate to the world of human affairs, but I guess we'll find out. This is Aha. The tune is Dragonfly, and it's from their 2002 album Lifelines. Metaphorical dragonfly, surely. Like a dragonfly. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I heard most of the lines. I'm still not quite sure what's going on, but it sounds like a person is being referred to as a dragonfly because they have a certain nature that, again, is maybe very free and sort of light, and it sort of flies through situations. So perhaps it sounds like he's saying that, I'm not going to prevent you from being who and what you are. Like, I'll be here, but I'm not going to try to, constrict you or otherwise change you. Just fly, dragonfly. Don't, overthink it. Don't over-question it. Just be who and what you are, and I'll be here for that. So I'm not sure if that's on the right trail, but what I did hear sort of led me in that direction. Yeah, do let me know if there's like a certain line that I'm not reading right, or that that somehow I missed. But yeah, it felt like that was sort of the general message, that I don't want to change you. I just want to be here with you. So do what you do. Just fly. Don't think about it too much. So do let me know if I'm onto something there. Let me know what you think of the Sonics. It was a very pleasant tune. It was very, sort of bright and again sort of light and floaty, and it felt kind of like what it was articulating, which again is good composition, good writing musically. So yeah, it maybe wasn't the most standout tune on the album, is like the worst thing I could say about it. But again, it was very pleasant. It was very warm. It was very supportive. It felt like that sonically and thematically. So again, let me know what you think of this one. Let me know what your take on the lyrics is. Looking forward to getting to the end of this album. Only someone put it like, oh, only 5 more albums to go, and I read it both ways. At first, I read it sort of like sarcastic, like, man, think of how many albums they've had. You're going to be getting through, what is it, the 6th? And yeah, is it the 7th? I think it's the 6th. I don't even remember at this point, but basically I first read it as like, think about how many albums they have. You've done so many and there's still multiple albums to go. But in another way, I have gone through at least 6 albums, and the fact that there's less than that remaining, it was sort of like, man, it is an unfortunate thing in the sense that I wish they had an infinite amount of material to go through. But as I've mentioned in relation to Duran and Depeche and a couple other deep dives that I started earlier than Aha, when I get through the majority of their catalog, my plan is to go back through and do some like second look reactions where, with a bit more experience listening to the tune, with hearing information from a lot of you and perspective on the way that different people sort of feel about a tune and interpret it, I want to go back and talk about some of the tracks on the different albums in a sort of like return and more detailed capacity. So yeah, I would look forward to that. Again, lots to go before we even get there, and again, quite apart from the remaining studio albums, I now have access to a whole bunch of live material and sort of rarities and so on. So yeah, lots more to go on the Aha journey, but I am already thinking about when we get to the end of that part of the journey, what are ways that I can extend it further. So in any case, let me know what you think of this tune. I will see you next time. Peace.